Hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here with me. We'll do another read, see what Spirit has for us. As a collective, yeah, we'll do a collective read. Somebody mentioned the other day that I didn't do the astrological signs, so I've been considering that a little bit. I might incorporate that. We'll see. For now, let's just do a general check-in on the collective. Spirit, what is it you would like the collective to know at this time, please, and thank you. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy, please, and thank you. Ooh. Six of Swords in the upright. Releasing some baggage, moving on to calmer waters. Leaving something behind. Could be a circumstance, could be a location, could be a person, could be a relationship, a job. Challenged by. Wheel of Fortune. In the upright. The Wheel of Destiny. Could be a career change. Might want to be, or could be something like that. In the subconscious, we've got the Queen of Cups. Compassionate, comforting, and nurturing. Emotionally stable. In the recent past, the Empress. Nurturing, like this Queen of Cups. Intention and expectation. The Star. Renewal, rejuvenation, healing. In the near future, the Eight of Pentacles in the upright. Hard work, high standards, an apprenticeship. So it could be a new job, learning new talents, new skills, or honing talents, learning new skills. In the lens that everybody's looking through, the lens that's being looked through, we've got the Sun. The Sun, so there's a rebirth and a collapse. Alpha, Omega. In the environment, wow, all these cards came out. So we've got the Four of Wands, reunions, marriage, Two of Wands, preparations, travel plans, reconciliation, Two of Swords, difficult decisions, and a Five of Pentacles. So it could be that these unions that are coming together in the environment are causing insecurity for someone else. Like the the harmony and the happiness and the celebration for one is causing poverty and stagnation for another. Like the sun, the rebirth and the celebration is a 10 of swords for another. It's like there's two, so like everybody's like, there is this separation happening. Hopes and fears. The moon, fear and anxiety. Illusion. The outcome. Excuse me, we've got judgment. A new phase. A reckoning, a redemption. And an Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Abundance. Ooh, justice. Ooh. Ooh. Justice. The truth receives justice. There's justice delivered according to the truth. And there is a victory and a journey. The Hierophant could be the Most High God. Regarding these unions and these Nine of Pentacles. And the Emperor is here. Wow, man. 10 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, divine love, blissful relationships, coming into the rewards for the fruits of your labor. The Emperor and the Ace of Cups and the World. Man. Pooh. The Emperor, the Empress. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. Wholesome. Wholesome person. Moving on to calmer waters. This is the turn of the Wheel of Destiny. Huh. We've got addictions here. A relationship ending with those who were addicted to codependency. I don't know. Let's see. So, wholesome person. We've got Queen of Cups here. Emotionally stable. Caring. Compassionate. Messenger communication. There might be some sort of a communication. A messenger might be bringing some form of a communication. Empress is here. Perhaps this Queen of Cups has recently morphed or transformed into an Empress. Like maybe this wholesome person has like leveled up with the work that they've been doing through the previous cycles. You know, on the macro, you've got like the many thousands of years cycle, right? And then within that cycle, you've got the little mini cycles, right? There is a spiritual fortune, renewal, rejuvenation, the star energy, star qualities, evolution. Yeah, evolution. Queen of Cups evolved into an empress and a leadership role. Learning new skills, working with high standards, hard work, positive potential, absence, absence, this work could have something to do with children who have absent parents. We've got the sun here, so there is a rebirth, and then there is also an ending for what is. There is the new beginning, and then the ending of what was. A walking away from what was, and whoever you're leaving behind is in a Ten of Swords energy. They're in addictions. We've got kin in the reverse and hospitality in the reverse. So you've got a rebirth. You're moving away. These folks are no longer your kin. Like you got new stuff going on here. So you're walking away from this kin. They're not being congratulated. They're in a Ten of Swords energy. You're the sun, star, rebirth, all is well, reconciliation, reunion, freedom, marriage, and this chicken, no chicken is coming forward. So this chicken is in stagnation and a deadlock, stalemate. They're in insecurity. They're worried. They've been defeated. They're in fear. And again, the illusion, fear and anxiety and judgment. This could be an absent father. Disconnected. They're being disconnected. Absent father. Addict. We've got judgment. Witch. Judgment on the witch. You know, now that I've learned what I've learned over the last 20 plus years, I look at the Salem witch trials differently. You know, it's weird, but now that I have this new perspective, so we've got self-preservation on the bottom of the deck. Academic, privilege, teacher. So through self-preservation, you have gained a lot of knowledge. You could become, or maybe will become, a privileged status. who will teach others and observe. Interesting. Interesting. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. Reflection. Being away from you has allowed me to gain clarity. So this wholesome person, the relationship is ending with a reflection of a person who is an addict, and the wheel of fortune has turned. This addict does not get a soul contract. They're not irreplaceable. The wheel is turned. Somebody wants to communicate. Queen of Cups. Wholesome person. Relationship ending. Over. They neglected their responsibilities. They neglected their responsibilities. They want to communicate. Their method of communicating was a fight. They neglected their responsibilities. They want to, so Queen of Cups has been, promoted into empress status for the work that she has done. Absence. Oh, I love you too, baby. Absence. So somebody's they're feeling this absence. This reflection is feeling the absence of this person. They're reminiscing about the past. But this empress is got a spiritual fortune, and they're a leader. Renewal, rejuvenation, purpose. Conversation. Somebody might want to have a conversation with the empress. Somebody's feeling the absence. There is in the near future an Eight of Pentacles, so there is hard work with high standards. There could be like maybe a setting up of an apprenticeship, like some sort of a school for maybe children who have absent parents. There could be yeah. Gossip. People are talking about it. The sun, a rebirth, a celebration. And whoever was here from the previous cycle who is not irreplaceable, who does not have a soul contract. They're not family. They're not congratulated. They're in a 10 of swords. You're the sun. You're the empress star sun. Wholesome. Queen of cups. Graduated into empress. Star quality. Leader. Sun. Vitality. Yeah, these ones were dishonest. This kin, whoever they are. There's reconciliation. There is a Four of Wands, celebration, reunion, freedom, marriage. This chicken is in fear. This chicken is in fear over destiny. Over destiny. In the challenge position, the Wheel of Fortune, destiny. They're challenged because the wheel has turned. Some folks are getting new beginnings, and some folks are experiencing endings, and it's also a new beginning, but it's going to be a burdensome cycle. They're being disconnected. Now, I don't know what that means. I mean, it's a collapse, it's a defeat, it's a painful ending, it's a wound. They're disconnected. Unfinished business. So it's happening now. This witch or a group of witches, this kin, whoever they are, they're under judgment. And they missed their opportunity. Queen of Cups, you became the Empress. Chemistry. You may be very passionate about your personal space. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. Freedom. A new family tree. You got separated from whoever these kin. You know, this just strikes me as so weird that families would brutalize a wholesome, nurturing, compassionate person within their own family unit. These addicts, an irreplaceable person, that they would actually do something like this to their own family. It's wild. And then have expectations of that family line actually continuing. We've got marriage on the bottom of the deck. So this wholesome person is leaving this baggage behind. These reflections, these low light, low energy people who have addictions. They're not irreplaceable. They don't have a soul contract. And the wheel has turned. They're in bad health. They're in bad health. Ooh. We've got house in the reverse. They may have lost their house. They may have got evicted or kicked out of the house. There might be something going on with their house, their temple, their vessel, their body. Queen of Cups has graduated and elevated into the Empress through the labor that she has done. This mature man is this reflection, this low light, low level, bad health person. They're really feeling the absence of this Empress star, this wholesome person. They want to have a conversation. Empress is a leader, working hard on some sort of apprenticeship, developing an apprenticeship. Main female official person. Main female official person. It's like she's developing an apprenticeship for those children who had absent fathers. Everybody's talking about it. Yeah, and those absent fathers, they're in a ten of swords, or whoever this kin is, whoever this is, they're being flipped. They're being disconnected. They're being cut off. They did not do anything that was worth being congratulated for. They're very dishonest. They're experiencing painful endings. They were defeated by this sun, by this star Empress. Wholesome person. Queen of Cups. Main female. They didn't get a contract. They didn't get a soul contract. They didn't get a marriage. This mature man. They were abusive. And she's moving on, reconciled, reunited. And this false person is struggling to find the right path. They're a chicken in the reverse. They're weighing their options. They're in fear. They have low self-esteem. There's a financial loss, so there's no money. There's a separation. It's like there's a separation happening. They're being disconnected. These dishonest people are being disconnected. They're in fear and anxiety because why? Okay, come on. Because this thief got a message of concern. They're being disconnected and they have unfinished business with whoever it is that this witch, whoever it is that they made contracts and commitments with. They're under judgment. They missed their opportunity. Huh. So so you got judgment, witch, and then you've got, they missed their opportunity for love on the distant horizons. That's the way I'm reading this. They missed their opportunity for love on the distant horizons. And on the bottom of the deck, We've got sudden wealth and pathway open and great fortune. And and then there's imprisonment and coffin. For those who messed with the mind of this privileged lady. I mean, she's not a privileged lady here. She's a main female. Main female, star, empress, queen of cups, leader, wholesome person. So those who messed with the mental body, the thought body of this person, they're facing imprisonment and death, or they're being stalked and they're being imprisoned. Yeah. We got family room. There could be, and if there could be a family room, the main male. Aw. Main male, privileged lady, a courtship, are in a courtship. So you got the main female who is an official person, leader, star, empress, creating some sort of a mastery apprenticeship school or something for children. There's a lot of talk about it. And there's a courtship with the main male, main female, main male, privileged lady. Yeah. In the family room. So there could be like, it's a courtship. So they could be like having tea, sitting down. There could be like some talk going on. They're in fear. Death. Releasing the baggage, moving on, wholesome person. They're a reflection, they're in the shadow, and there's death. They're in bad health, they didn't get a soul contract, they're not irreplaceable, they're full of addictions, and the wheel of fortune has turned. There's no forgiveness. They were fighting and neglected their responsibilities. They've lost their house. They've lost their house. Queen of Cups has friends. And it looks to me as though she has been promoted or elevated as an empress for the labor and the work that she has done. There is a mature man here who's feeling the absence of this empress. Star. They want to talk. They want to talk because they're in bad health. They're in bad health. They have low energy. They're in the shadows. They have low energy. They have no energy. They've been cut off from this star. The Queen of Cups, the nurturer, has elevated into the Empress. So she's still a nurturer, but she's like all four queens now, and she's the star, and she's a leader, and they're like, hey, can we talk? But she's there's nothing here that says she's having anything to do with this person. What'd you do with it? Come on, give it to me. Growling at me. They're in grief. This mature man is in grief. They want to have a conversation. They're in grief because this empress is a star and their leader, main female, official person, son. They couldn't gain a contract. They couldn't get a marriage. They're cut out. They're cut out and they've lost their freedom. They relied upon this Empress star, Queen of Cups, main female, for their own well-being. And yet they neglected their responsibilities, and this is what they did. They boxed her around. They could have made sure she was homeless, either, or they could have made that a difficult situation for her, you know. They could have made her living circumstances difficult. They're under judgment. We've got chicken in the reverse. They're struggling to find their destined path. They don't live for themselves. They go choose somebody else's destined path and then they try to steal it. So they're struggling to find the right path rather than develop their own path. They try to find one and then go steal it. This false person. They're under judgment. While this main female star empress, Queen of Cups, is reconciled and reunited in marriage. Free. Free. This thief or family of thieves is being disconnected. This thief or family of thieves is being disconnected. They're in fear and anxiety. Everything happens in divine order. There may be some unfinished business, but everything happens in divine order. Have patience. Judgment is here, and the outgoing energy. This witch missed their opportunity for a love union on the distant horizons. They don't get love. They're being denied love. Courage. They're going to need courage for some adversity and some loneliness. You know, there's a saying, do unto others as you'd have them do unto you, you know. And it's like, well, if you don't want it done to you, don't do it, you know. And then you see, you know, for years, hundreds of years, how folks just get away from doing really bad stuff to people and nothing ever happens to them, and you wonder why. You know, there's so much suffering, and the people that are doing mean stuff just seem to be getting more and more, and you wonder why, and then all of a sudden it happens. The flip happens, and you're like, oh, I'm so glad that I chose not to be a meanie, a bully. I'm so glad I chose not to do that. idea in the reverse. They're in the shadows. They don't have any energy. There's death here, and they don't have any ideas. They're out of ideas. They don't know what to do about it. This wholesome person is moving on. The relationship is over. This addict is not irreplaceable. They don't have a soul contract. They're in bad health. There's no forgiveness, and the karmic wheel, or the wheel of fortune, has turned. The mask wearer. No forgiveness for the mask wearer. No forgiveness for the pretender. They neglected their responsibilities. They're losing the house. They're going through withdrawals. This Queen of Cups has friends and understands what friends are in our life for. She's received a kindness, a charity, a mercy from friends. She's calm. And we got death again. Death again. Judgment's out here twice. Death is out here twice. Health is in the reverse. Freedom is in the reverse. Grief. Fright. It's just so wild, that it's like they never expected it to fail. Or they expected to receive the Empress's star qualities and the leadership role. They expected to receive it. So they were doing all of this stuff, this frightening stuff, thinking it was going to land on this person and that she would have to withstand it. But they never thought that it would fail. They never thought that they would be the ones that would have to deal with what they were working to manifest. They never ask themselves what happens if it fails. So this is the conclusion. This gain card, it says cultivation, profit, and conclusion. So we've got the star, leadership, and gain, conclusion. This is over. This mature man is in grief, wants to have a conversation. And there's no conversation. It's not even being addressed. There is a rejection. There's a rejection. They're being unfreedom. They didn't get a marriage. Everything's collapsing. Painful endings. The kin are being cut off. They didn't do anything to be congratulated with. They're very dishonest. False people. Thieves. Robbers. Who steal the destiny of others. They came up against somebody who was not a chicken. They came up against somebody who had courage. They're under judgment. Yeah, and this card, memory, it says remembrance, commemoration, and reunion. This is reunion twice. We've got the Four of Wands also. So we've got reunion twice, reconciliation, and a separation from this mask wearing witch, kin, destiny stealers, mind readers. They're being disconnected, these thieves. They're in fear and anxiety. They miss their opportunity for love. They're out of time. They're under judgment, this which is. They want to apologize, or they are apologizing, but they're bound to their commitments. They're bound to the commitments they tried to bind this Empress star to. They're in grief and they're frightened. They couldn't stick it to her. They're blind. Maybe they've lost the ability to use their third eye. They were tempted and they're being stopped. Their coach, or whoever was obedient to the coach, is now having some disturbances. And justice is being served. The family is cared for. So the family, you know, there's just way too much of this stuff. It's like it was a normal practice, which is just so backwards when you think about a healthy society. Skill development, mastery, apprenticeship programs. So, wholesome person leaving this behind. And this reflection, this low energy, low vibing person, they're out of ideas. There's the death card here. We've got misfortune, journey, which could, in the indigenous culture, could be also considered a death card. A messenger of death. And love in the reverse. They have no love in them. This mask wearer. They're not irreplaceable. They have addiction problems. They weren't able to gain a soul contract. They're in bad health. Mask wearer, no forgiveness. And this is the turn of the Wheel of Fortune. Soldier. Soldier. This person is a soldier against wholesome people, wholesome, loving people, and their mission was to destroy wholesome, loving people and become them. To wear them like a mask. Death. Again, we got death out here twice. They neglected their responsibilities. They lost their house. They've been kicked out of the house. This Queen of Cups, who is emotionally stable and nurturing, compassionate, calm, has received a kindness from friends. She knows the value of friends and their willingness to be of service to others. It's really, really incredible and shocking in today's world when you witness somebody actually putting their own self at risk to assist somebody else who is not able to help themselves. It's one of the most incredible things I've ever witnessed. And to be of to benefit from relationship of that stature is wonderful. To be contributing to something and to receive from a system like that is wonderful. We've got the Merchant in the reverse. Health is in the reverse. Fright is in the upright. A phobia. Paranoid. Merchant is in the reverse. Mature man, feeling the absence of this empress star. The Queen of Cups has elevated and into the empress for the labor and the work that she did here. There is renewal and rejuvenation and a leadership role, and this is the conclusion of that. This mature man is in grief, wants to talk, but that's as far as it goes. It doesn't matter what they want. They're a pleasure seeker. This pleasure seeker is in grief. They're not faithful. And they've lost their snobbery. They're not as snob. They're not as snobby as they once were. Now they're in fright. They're going through withdrawals. They're going through an awakening. People are gossiping. Empress, star, main female, official person, leader is setting up some sort of apprentice program. Some sort of skill development, mastery program. We've got room. This could be the mind. Or it could be a meeting of the minds. It could be room for me. This card for me, room for me means the mind. So it and mind couples with skill development and apprenticeship, a mastery program. So positive potential. Cheerfulness, the sun, rebirth, cheerfulness, fun, joy, happiness, celebration. Who is causing these mask wearers? Who is causing so much trouble? They're being unfreedom. Unfreedom. They don't have freedom. We've got innocent here. Reunion, innocent, happiness, reconciliation. False person under judgment for stealing the destinies of others. They ran into somebody who was not a chicken. They had courage and stick to itness. And now they are in fear and worry. They've lost their money. They don't know what to do. They're at a crossroads. This thief is being disconnected. They ran out of time. Friend. Patience. Everything happens in divine order. Yeah, and judgment again. They want to apologize, this witch. They miss their opportunity for a lover, and the distant horizons is in the reverse. They need courage. They need to face the future with courage. Prison. They're going to prison. Unfreedomed. They're losing their freedom. They're going to prison. They're a foe. They're a soldier foe. Against a Queen of Cups, now Empress, Star. They tried to destroy this beautiful, wholesome person. But they failed. So congratulations. Congratulations on your new enterprise. This is wonderful. And there's a lot of passion and hard work going into this apprenticeship program for children who have absent father, absent mother, whatever you want to do with the gender. So this official person is putting together, it looks like a new school system. See you on the next one, everybody.